Hello everyone, this is Modestus from Technology team and welcome to our April release. First in our list is alternative update concept, which should be used by all clients and those clients who can't use download button directly, for example if they are behind firewall, so instead they can use this stage backup, which is prepared monthly. And what's also a good thing about this, because it removes duplicate, so you won't get everything, you won't get duplicated assemblies, articles, WinForms and so on, and this reduces download size, basically update size, and update process should be fairly much more quick. Okay, and so in this documentation article we have steps what you need to do in order to apply this. So general idea is that you just need to go to FTP, log in with your Omega account, pick up a frame release which you need, use SSMS or other tools to restore this database to your server, and then use these two procedures to finish your download. So first procedure just updates all relevant Appframe namespaces, and other procedure basically just does insert into your actual table. And after everything you just need to hit apply button or just run SSTP deploy apply procedure. So these I guess really fairly simple steps should help you to get your solution up to the latest. And our next highlight is developer role security changes. Basically we talk about a frame developer role and database developer role. So we did those changes in order to get rid of sysadmin and DB owners. All changes are described here. So idea is that we expanded granted permissions for IF developer role, and also we created built-in a frame developer role in order for all development tools to work properly for the developer. Also, this change includes that when developer creates some new table procedure or whatever database object, we no longer need to run apply permission procedure. In this case, everything is scared from the del trigger. The del trigger takes care that a frame user has proper permissions to this new procedure. In order to support this process and make life easier for setup admins, we have changed a way how to manage permissions. Basically, we have system users article which we can use to review what permissions users have, and also we have user details form where we have section where we can grant some permissions for the user. It's not always that developer will need only a developer role. In some cases he might still need to have some view definition, view server state, alter trace, or maybe he needs to be able to create users and so on. So but in order to create developer, we create a user, we assign him a developer role, then we go to roles, we assign a frame developer a frame role, and in developer permissions we assign some namespace which that developer will work from now on. So that's it for new developers. And also we have optional access request for user permissions. By default is turned off, but for instance in PIMSDEV hosting it's turned on for most of the permissions. So if I go to permissions form, and for instance for this developer, if I would like to add some DB owner, I would be asked for evaluation message and saying that he needs to be something, pressing save, and now he is granted with DB owner. And why I mentioned PIMSDev hosting. On PIMSDev hosting there are jobs running, so if I would be using code and would have said that alter role, DB owner, add member, my test user, nightly job would just remove him from DB owner. This is because of strict environment, and we can turn on off this access request for whatever permission we want to. So let's move to documentation. This access request is being managed in LView database access request securables view. It's called LView because it means it's local view and it's not for deployment. Basically, all you who will be getting updates will get the initial version of this one, but if you go to this view, you will see that everything here will be zeros by default. And what it means, basically setup admin securable, it's just what permission is this. Auto delete, it's for a job. If this server admin or whatever role has one, it will be auto deleted if it does not have access request form. And require access request means that this model form, this dialog will not appear if you will have 0 there, but if you have 1, this will appear. I'm not sure if I have any. Yeah, for instance, this one, this has 0 and it does not require any access request. All this thing is documented here. These procedures are also deployed, so if you want to have strict environment, please use them. There's another feature which I did not mention. In such environments like PIMSDev hosting, where is dev database and their stage database, you will have server roles which basically can be maintained only on. Basically, you don't need any database to be maintained. These roles like sysadmin, security admin, process admin are server role, and in whatever database you assign a person to it, basically it means you assign to all databases. That's why if you comment out one of these lines, for instance, in this case it's security admin, you can see in user detail form that this is disabled, check LView database access request securables. So in this case I have dev test Appframe and stage Appframe. So in stage I will have different LView where I will allow this checkbox to be maintained, but in this database I won't allow it. That's it for LView access request securables and these access request forms. Please get back to me if you have any further questions. Another topic here is new capability codes to manage domains and add domain for all members. Problem was that when we removed DB owners and sysadmins, no one was able to do some certain administrative tasks. So that's why we have introduced some capability codes, and also have made this nice article how administrative permissions works in first place. So general idea, if you want to manage users, you need to have a security admin, DB security admin, and DB access admin roles. Basically one server role to create logins, and one role to basically be allowed to add members to custom database roles and create database members. If you want to manage a domain, basically you need to be a member of this domain and have permissions to it. In order to create new domain, basically you needed to be a member of DB owner, access admin, or security admin roles, basically to override this one. And now we added new capability code of manage domains. So basically you just need insert, update, delete, write to domain table, and you need to have this capability code. This allows to override these security checks. To manage roles, no changes. We just described how things work there. For manage role members domains, also no changes. Just short introduction what's security is behind it. To manage role members domains, situation is very similar with domain table. So in order to be a member of role domain, you needed to ask a person who is there already. To override this default security check before, this security check is from before and it's still left, but now if you have this capability code, you can also add any member you want to this role member domain membership. So that's it for our security changes. Let's move on. Another quite crucial changes for deployment process. When you delete article, code module, or any site item, now it will create a change script which will go to updater, and you need to know that if you delete something on dev, it will be deleted on client side as well. Our next change is disable web logging for specific storage procedures. Idea is that if you execute any procedure on the web and logging is enabled, all request data will be logged. So from now on you can turn it off. How to do that? Our new change comes handy, that you can have a properties window for any object you want to. So we take any procedure and double click it, press Alt F3, we will achieve this property window. This property window also can be invoked by this button here. It just says the same, Alt F3 properties, so it's your choice how to use it. And we have this checkbox here. We just press this one, save. And what is also nice thing, when we will press generate in DB Updater, we will see that this change will be deployed as well. So you don't need to take care about your clients. This change will be deployed as well. Another small feature was requested this release. Each database field has exclude from filter checkbox, and it was not working, so we have added ability to mark any field in data object to be as excluded one. So I can show you how it looks like. So for instance, if I go to filter builder, I can see ID, namespace ID fields, but if I would like to remove them, I can just go here, press exclude ID, exclude namespace ID, and then after page refresh I should not able to see them no more. Let's check if it worked. Yes, if you see, we don't have ID and namespace ID anymore. Some important things to mention here. This property is not stored along article data source. Basically it's connected to this view directly, so any article using this view will not have this field in the filter builder list. And also, because it's not a part of app designer, it's not creating any version, and for now we don't have a way how to deploy it. So if you need that change to be deployed to your clients, you need to make sure that such change script is added to some data change in your namespace. That's it for it. Also, another small change for updater, we were requested to have confirmation dialog for all actions, mass actions. So if I press download all, I will get confirmation if I really want to do that. The same thing goes for apply all, deploy all, and generate all, and so on. File upload control. idea with file upload is that not sure if everyone knows, but if you have a data upload container and you have some copied some files, and these files, especially images, are in your clipboard, pressing uh, pasta or Control V on some data upload container will trigger upload. But the problem was this pasta one was enabled by default, and there is no way how to turn it off. So now we just introducing additional data attribute which you can use, and this event will be turned off for you. Our final change, we have added developer menu in PIMS R4 theme. So if we go to stage now, stage PIMS, we can see this nice button here. Before it was not present here. Also you can see this manage users stuff. Basically it's you can see here my profile and change password and logout buttons. And what's for developer menu, if you open it, before it was hidden. You could do some special shortcuts to access it, but now it's available for everyone. And also what it have all our development tools, what you might need and what we provide. And also it tells which namespace was when updated. So you can see now that Appframe namespace was updated this month. So thanks for watching, and see you next release.